And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving right along with your next bout of the evening. This fight goes down inside the AKA welterweight division and is being brought to you by the home of the official AKA 51 face-offs last night, Buffalo Wild Wings, right here in Lake Charles. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Landon Erickson.
Ready now for Landon Erickson, a southpaw. Going to come out throwing some left-handed shots here tonight, representing Elite MMA and Rise MMA from your neck of the woods, Houston, Texas match, no?
That's right, actually from my neck of the woods. Landon Erickson trains over at Rise Wrestling and MMA. Actually, I met him from teaching a class over there. A young man who trains hard, trains all the time, trains every day. I believe he works in a jail as a what do you call it?
Like a guard, a prison guard?
Like a prison guard, something of that nature. And a kid that has a bright future, trains all the time, has a well-rounded skill set, is capable of grappling and capable of striking both. Very, very long, good range. Does a good job of keeping his range, and he's going to need to do that tonight. Obviously, being the southpaw competitor, he's going to be looking to land that big straight left hand. Got my boy Micah in his corner tonight, and his other coach from the Elite MMA, and looking to put on a good performance and make his debut with some style.
That's right, ready to make his debut here tonight. 6'3", 170. I mean, a lot of these guys at 170, 6'3", it's a lot of height. He's got a long reach. You can see it there as he's going through the commission checkdown spot. And I'm sure that's difficult for opponents to deal with, not only fighting a southpaw, but he's got that long reach as well.
Yeah, definitely has a long reach, and is going to need to put it to use fighting a guy tonight that's a little bit, a little bit lower in his level. And I think that's always what you run into when you're a taller, longer fighter. But also being a southpaw, dealing with orthodox fighters all the time. These guys typically do well, especially with extending that straight left.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson, the Reaper, a freestyle fighter representing the Shed Training Grounds in Maurice, Louisiana. Getting set to make that walk. One of those Louisiana boys getting set to take on one of the Texas guys. What more can you tell us about Jalen Johnson, Matt?
Yeah, Jalen Johnson making his debut, rocking a great mustache. What do you expect from the guys from the Shed MMA? I mean, these guys, they kind of look like spitting images of each other. Look, there are three of them lined up, coming out. Athletic guys that are well-trained, trained by Elliot Hebert. You know that they typically come in with a well-rounded skill set, can grapple, can strike. You know they're sparring hard rounds, doing the right things, staying in shape. And many of them are just an extension of Elliot and what he does and the work that he's putting in. Elliot also cross-trains over at War in Houston, Texas, so I tend to see him quite a bit, and always doing the right things. A guy who leads this group, and these guys come out, they always fight hard and always look the part.
Elliot, one of our champions here at AKA, so you know the guys that are training with him are getting some of the best work in the state. And tonight it's about Jalen Johnson, though, as he prepares to take on Landon Erickson. And we mentioned it, look, Erickson 6'3", Johnson coming in at 5'9", so there will be quite a bit of a height discrepancy in this fight. We'll see how that plays out as these two are set to go toe-to-toe for our second fight of the night here at AKA 51. A beautiful look at the Lake Charles Event Center. So happy to be back down here in Lake Charles. The city's been so good to us. Tonight, though, it's the Lake Charles Event Center, and I'll tell you what, this is a gorgeous building and a great place for a fight. And right now, it is Landon Erickson and Jalen Johnson getting set to take center stage.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA welterweight division. This fight's being brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings right here in Lake Charles. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a southpaw representing Elite MMA and Rise MMA. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, here is Landon Erickson. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter representing the Shed Training Grounds in Lafayette. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Maurice, Louisiana, here is Jalen the Reaper Johnson. Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, Mr. Basil Bam Bam Machub.
First assignment of the night for Bam Bam. He's got the courtesy of reffing this matchup between Johnson and Erickson, and we are officially underway with our second fight of the night. And I'll tell you what, Erickson getting right to it.
Well, yeah, Landon getting to work quickly here. Jalen Johnson kind of stormed at his castle a little bit. Nice work here from Erickson early on. Good teep up the middle. Might have gone low. I like how he has come out and he's just flicking that jab. Beautiful. Straight finds the target. Another jab cross to the chin for Landon Erickson. Beautiful inside low kick there.
Johnson returning one of his own.
He sure did with vengeance. Outside low kick from Johnson.
And Johnson attacking the inside, then the outside. Erickson, nice kick of his own. You see, he is also switching between stances as well. Came out southpaw. We've seen some conventional, nice right hand from Erickson.
Such clean work, switching stances seamlessly and just extending those straight punches, keeping his range. Big looping overhand right, skips off the guard of Landon Erickson. I'm really impressed by the volume Erickson's putting out there.
There's another overhand right from Johnson that nearly found its home. Instead, he ate a left hand from Erickson.
Kind of a looping left hand that just looped its way around the guard. Again.
Another nice shot, a knee up the middle as well from Erickson. Best moment of the fight so far for Landon. Another good calf kick. I'll tell you what, whenever Johnson gets caught up against the cage, though, you can see Erickson's looking for some shots to finish him. A good shot to the body right there.
Again, Erickson doing a good job. Jalen Johnson trying to create the body lock. Erickson separates.
2 minutes gone in this first round. Nice
Again,
right hand.
Again, switching stances as he makes his way in.
Back to southpaw for Erickson.
I like the subtle level change feints Erickson's putting out there too. Just trying to read the reaction of Jalen Johnson.
Johnson loading up on that right hand.
Jalen Johnson needs more of that. He cannot fight Landon Erickson off his back foot.
Well, and that's been the best moments for Erickson when he kind of rushes in and really takes the fight to Johnson, gets him backed up against the cage. There it is once again.
A little blitz there from Landon. Beautiful, catches the kick, sweeps the leg on top here.
Final 10 seconds.
It was really a nice technical stand-up there from Jalen Johnson in a chaotic situation. Finds his way back to his feet. Strong round from Landon Erickson. What a way to start his amateur career.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was any nerves for him. As soon as he came out, it looked like he was ready to throw. Johnson kind of rushed him, and it looked like Erickson was ready to go, but didn't feel like there was any nerves for that debut for Landon Erickson. Certainly had the better round. His moments happened quickly. There's like 3 or 4 good moments. Like you said, when he came in blitzing, he was really getting some good work done.
Absolutely, and I think that's kind of the trick for Jalen Johnson. He needs to make up the distance, make it ugly. If we keep it at range and keep it technical, that's where Landon Erickson is having most of his success. I'm very impressed with Erickson, just his punch selection, punching at different levels, using level changes and feints to create openings. Very strong round from Landon. I believe that if Jalen Johnson's going to make up a little distance here, he's really going to have to make it a little ugly.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'll tell you what, there's a nice little whelp already developing under the left eye of Jalen Johnson, something to keep an eye on as we move forward.
Pun intended.
Absolutely. Johnson just so quick with it for being 6'3".
Beautiful exchange there. Erickson definitely getting the better of it.
And he's doing a great job. He's not just letting the hands go. The kicks have been there. That time a left hand finds its mark.
Just squared him up with that straight left, set him back into the cage again with the straight left. That's a beautiful punch that's working so well for Landon. And it's working so well because he's letting it go at the exact right time.
It's a nice left hand from Johnson. He's kind of off balance as he's throwing that, and I think that's just because Erickson's really made him uncomfortable out there.
Erickson doing a great job of fighting well behind his height. We see so many guys with range and height just coming in and sometimes not utilizing it, but not the case tonight. Landon Erickson maximizing that range and that distance, and also fighting well on the inside. Oh, that's the best punch. That is the biggest punch that Jalen Johnson's landed all night, and let's see if he can keep this momentum.
Yeah, it feels like it's woken him up. He's smelling some blood here.
Landon trying to shake off the cobwebs, intelligently circling it off, returning with a volley of his own.
Back and forth we go here in the middle of round number 2. Erickson back to that kick.
Oh my gosh, beautiful uppercut, just clips the chin.
Johnson really starting to find a home with those shots. Looks like it feels like maybe Erickson's gassing just a little bit. Obviously, he ate some big shots as well, but Johnson's starting to pick up the pace.
I don't think so. I think just as the fight's worn on, he has become maybe a little more hittable, and because of that, Jalen Johnson just able to kind of create a little momentum for himself.
Nice left hand once again from Johnson.
And the reason I say I don't think he's gassed or anything, he's not breathing heavy, but he's definitely taking some harder shots in this second round. Jalen Johnson smelling a little blood in the water. Goes for a level change. Big slam for Jalen Johnson. Landon Erickson needs a mount escape here, and he gets to it, but Jalen back to mount quickly.
20 seconds left to work for Johnson, in a great position here in mount.
This is tough to deal with for a young amateur who was in control and having so much success. Now Jalen Johnson pouring on offense, and this is tough.
Close to being stopped. Bam Bam Majub looking on closely, and that's going to be the horn. Wow.
I would not have been upset if he would have stopped it right there. You got to believe Jalen Johnson walking to his corner feeling good about the end of that round.
What a turn of events in round number 2. It felt like Erickson was totally in control in the first round. Had everything working for him, and you said Johnson had to make it kind of ugly. Here's a look at that takedown, just securing.
He did just that, and to be perfectly honest, I would not have urged him to score a takedown right there, and I almost said something, but he got busy once they hit the mat. He didn't rest, and he was able to score the takedown. Oftentimes we see guys getting stung with punches. They go for a takedown, it gets shut down. The guy's able to circle off and get his wits back about him. That's not what happened this time. What a round for Jalen Johnson. Landon Erickson really gonna have to dig deep here, and that's why we let these boys fight the fights.
Jalen Johnson quickly off the stool to rally the fans here in Lake Charles behind him, and he has woken them up with that second round.
I think it's very important for Landon Erickson to stay on his feet this round. It seemed to me once Jalen Johnson was able to score the takedown, Landon really didn't have many answers as far as his grappling was concerned.
Yeah, Jalen moved into mount effortlessly. Let's see what this third round has in store.
Look at Landon, and again, going back to thinking that he just looks so sharp. He's not breathing heavy. He's right back to fighting long and keeping Jalen at the end of things.
He was breathing pretty heavy in between rounds, though. I will say there was certainly some deep breaths over there from him. We'll see. Obviously, when you take the damage, it makes it that much worse. And here comes Johnson once again in the third, excuse me.
Something Landon was doing so well early on in the first round was feinting the jab, feinting the level change, and it really kept Johnson uncomfortable. Beautiful, another straight left hand, and again, just extends that left hand, shoots down the pipe like a piston. Good defense there from Landon.
Erickson starting to gain some momentum back here in the third round.
Again, this is his fight. If he can keep it nice and technical. What a fight, these two guys.
Johnson's corner calling for a takedown. Looks like he's working on one.
Landon needs to keep that pressure on the head of Jalen Johnson. Works to his whizzer here, gets his legs pulled out from under him a little bit. The Landon Erickson corner urging him to stand back up.
Halfway through this third round. See what Johnson elects to do here. Erickson trapped up against the cage.
Landon doing the right thing. He needs to get one knee to the fence and start building up from there. He needs to whizzer down as he does it, though, so he doesn't give up his back. Right here, close to giving up the back. All Jalen has to do is kind of circle around. Landon doing a good job of getting to his knees, though. Again, I would like him to whizzer down over here. There's nothing stopping Jalen Johnson from just peeking his head out and taking the back.
Erickson back to his feet, though.
Very nice.
See if Johnson lets this go and elects to strike, if he's going to keep working for it.
I think that's what he needs to win this round, to secure it. He needs to separate here and create some offense.
Erickson trying to land some damage there.
Landon doing a good job here of not giving up a takedown, but he's certainly not winning the position either.
That's going to do it for the third round. A very interesting fight between these two. You had a clear winner in round one with Erickson. Round number two certainly belonged to Johnson. And a tight third round, Matt. I mean, it felt like Erickson came out, got a little momentum back. Obviously, Johnson secured the takedown, but didn't do too much with that takedown. What'd you see in that third round?
Yeah, I mean, a hard one to call. Erickson had some good moments, but he did give up a takedown and was ultimately held against the fence. I'm not sure what the judges are going to say in this one. A great performance by both guys. Great debut. Ultimately, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose.
I do not want to be the judges on this one. That third round, very tough to score. And look, it's going to come down to which judge views that takedown, you know, how they view that takedown. It felt like Erickson certainly had a better 30 seconds there to begin the round. Then Johnson secured that takedown. We'll see what the judges have to say about it. Great recovery, though, by Jalen Johnson, because it felt like...
What heart, what grit. I mean, it was looking bleak there for a little bit, but, you know, that's why we love fighting. That's what's so great about it.
And credit to Landon Erickson for withstanding that barrage of shots when he was mounted in that second round. Very, very close fight. Dynamite has the judges' scorecards. Let's declare a winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of hooking and jabbing, scooping and slamming, hanging and banging, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have scored this bout this way. Judge number 1 scores the bout 29-28 for Erickson. Judge number 2 scores this bout 29-28 for Johnson. Your third and final judge has scored this bout 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision. Fighting in the blue corner, Landon Erickson.
Landon Erickson having to go through the fire in that second round to come away with it. Did you think you had enough? You had done enough to get it done there?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, my camp, they've been whooping my ass. They made sure I was right, man, for the camp. You know, I want to thank my people that passed away, Aiden, Gracie, whole bunch of other people. That's who I'm doing for right now. You know, my family, wherever you are, make some noise. You know, we worked our ass off this whole year to get this fucking win. So thank you to all my supporters, my fans, my friends, everybody, thank you. I wouldn't have done this shit without you. Thank my coaches. Thank Michael White. You know, those two are brilliant, man. Thank you. And hey, and also, thank Almighty to the Lord and Jesus, man. Thank you.
What's next for Landon Erickson?
You know, we're going to come back probably February, March, whoop ass again, and then, you know, see where we go from there. Proud to be 1-0, though. Hey, and also thank you to my opponent. Thank you. You gave me a hell of a run, man. Appreciate it.
One more time for your winner, Landon Erickson.